Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time, everyone, we're going to be taking a look at the much anticipated film of the year, Transformers 4: Age of Extinction. Wow. This film was incredible. I'm not going to lie, it was fucking amazing. So, before we get into the video review, I will warn you right now, there's going to be major spoilers in this film. So if you haven't seen this film already, wherever you are, you might want to pause the video at this point. Alright? Anyways, so, film, sorry guys. The film starts off with these Cybertronian ships landing on Earth at prehistoric time. The humans find the Dinobots. Alright? Then, obviously, we're introduced to Mark Wahlberg's character Cade, who he and Lucas find Optimus Prime, the rusty truck, at an old movie theater. And they find Optimus, and what happens then? Pretty much what we're introduced, obviously, next to obviously to Tessa, and obviously Tessa is the daughter of Cade, because pretty much what Cade is the inventor. He's an inventor, and he wants to get him. Well, obviously he wants trying to get Tessa into college by pretty much stripping down the parts of the truck. Later, next we find James Savoy and his cronies, led by Harold Attinger and Joshua, and pretty much Savoy and his cronies find Ratchet at an old abandoned cruise ship, as well as Lockdown, as we're introduced to him, obviously, and he was badass in the film. Mark Ryan's voice was incredible. The way he was used. So they find Ratchet, and unfortunately, Ratchet's killed, as pretty much the humans pretty much mess him up, and Lockdown pretty much rips out his spark after Ratchet refuses to reveal the location of Optimus Prime. Then, of course, the humans, Attinger and his cronies, then find out about Optimus, and Optimus introduces himself to the humans, specifically to Cade and whatever, after a couple of arguments, and he transforms and pretty much knocks out Lucas with his gun. And then what happens then pretty much is Savoy is sent to Cade's house. He wants to know where the truck is, specifically Optimus Prime. It comes to a disagreement. Savoy and his men have everyone at gunpoint. Savoy's about to shoot Tessa in the head, and then Optimus, who's hiding under the shed, busts out of the shed, kills all of Savoy's men, and they pretty much escape. Not before Lockdown has a battle with Optimus, and once that's over, pretty much, well, obviously we're next to introduce to Shane, obviously, who pretty much helps out in the fray, and who is Tessa's boyfriend, by the way. So yeah, so they pretty much head. They get into Optimus, but Lucas's seatbelt's caught. Unfortunately for him, Lockdown throws a grenade, blows everything up. Lucas is killed, and pretty much Optimus and the others escape. Optimus drops him off in an old gas station. He pretty much gives his condolences to Lucas's death, and pretty much drives away to find the remaining Autobots. And of course, Cade and the others spend the night at the gas station. Next day, Cade recovers a drone from the incident with Savoy, and they pretty much head to a garden shop. They try and get into the bank account, but they're denied. So they pretty much the police arrive and arrest everyone that's at the garden shop. And then pretty much Optimus and the others drive off, and then Optimus scans a semi-truck passing on the other lane on the highway, pretty much transforming him from his Marvin 97 self into his custom Western Star Ford 4900 self. That is pretty insane. But the truck looked a lot like Optimus did in Transformers Prime. I'm not even kidding. It was so weird. Anyways, so you have that, and then once that is settled, you pretty much have, well, pretty much they rendezvous with the other Autobots, Bumblebee, Drift, Crosshairs, and Hound. They convene, and then Cage shows footage of Ratchet getting slaughtered and Leadfoot, who I was very surprised about, also getting killed. I was surprised that Leadfoot was in the film, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, so Optimus vows that even though he doesn't kill humans, whoever he finds out, he's going to kill him. So that's the mission. The next day, Cade and Shane head to the CIA headquarters in Chicago, and they pretty much make fake IDs to get in. That is unsuccessful, as Attinger and the others find out. Cade is captured, and Attinger has a one-on-one conversation with Cade. Specifically, two versions of the conversation where you get obviously Cade's daughter gets to graduate and you get to go back home, and then of course the other version, which Cade says you brought Savoy to try to murder Tessa, and then of course Attinger's like, "What's your preference?" And then he's asked, "Where's Optimus Prime?" And pretty much what happens from there is Shane and Bumblebee encounter Stinger. Bumblebee destroys the statue of Stinger. And then Drift and Bumblebee go and pretty much rescue Cade. And the rest of the Autobots invade the headquarters, encountering Joshua. And pretty much what happens from then is that Hound and Brains have him at gunpoint. And then they leave, and Attinger pretty much releases both Galvatron and Stinger. And Galvatron, obviously, reborn version of Megatron, pretty much Joshua created him and took the data from Megatron's severed head in Dark of the Moon, which is very interesting. Galvatron catches up with Optimus. They have a bit of a fight. Lockdown intervenes, shoots Prime in the back, captures Optimus and Tessa, who's caught in the netting. And pretty much they take the prisoners to Lockdown's ship. Lockdown's has them in captivity. They both are Lockdown's is rewarded with the rewards the humans with the seed, which is pretty much a bomb that can destroy planets and big ass landscapes, for short. So pretty much the Autobots, they get on the ship before it takes off and heads to hyperspace. Cade and Shane rescue Tessa, and they pretty much rescue Tessa. They try and get to the next building, but the Steel Jaws, the Cybertronian wolves, pretty much cut the cables, and they're falling to their doom, but Bumblebee manages to rescue them in the nick of time. Not after he kills the Steel Jaws. And then the other Autobots pretty much, they rescue Optimus, they find another ship which is attached to Lockdown's main ship, and they pretty much disengage as Lockdown heads to outer space. So yeah, there's that, and then okay, so you have that, and then pretty much they land at an old train station or a train yard, and Brains tells his side on how he created Galvatron because he was held as a slave to the CIA. They spend the night at the train station, And then the next day, the authorities find out, and they pretty much, as they get there, the ship takes off, and yeah, so they pretty much, that's that. Elsewhere in Beijing, Joshua and his assistant pretty much are there to, well, pretty much they relocate essentially, but then he gets a phone call from Cade stating that, look, the guys are messing with you because Galvatron wants the seed. Because obviously they didn't know this at this point. So pretty much they, as Joshua meets up with Harold Attinger, pretty much he accepts the seed, but he's like, I don't know if I should. So there's a bit of an argument there. And then once that's settled, they find out about Galvatron, who activates on his own and pretty much brings all the CIA Transformers to life with, by just bringing them to life, and they raid Beijing and Hong Kong specifically. So after that, pretty much what happens is that when the Autobots arrive in Hong Kong, Cade, Shane, and Tessa, they meet up with Joshua after Joshua and his two assistants pretty much took care of Savoy's assistants. They encounter Savoy, who shoots them as they are trapped in an elevator. Cade gets out of the elevator as it's heavy, and pretty much what happens is they have a bit of a fist fight, and they pretty much end up in the building. Savoy says, you shouldn't have found the truck. Cade responds with, you shouldn't have came and killed my family. And then pretty much what happens, as obviously Savoy has no armory, he has the knife, and Cade has a football. I'm serious. He has a freaking football. What are you going to do with a football if a guy has a knife? Anyways, I'm not going to get into that. That was sick. Anyways, he throws the football at Savoy, disarming him, and then Cade just kicks Savoy out of the building and falls to his death. Pretty awesome. And then Attinger tells Lockdown that, hey, the Autobots are still here, and the Lockdown's infuriated. They go and pretty much they pretty much head back to Earth. And then and then the Autobots, pretty much the ship arrives, and they try to get the seed on board, but one of the CIA Transformers discovers it and shoots down the ship, and obviously taking Bumblebee and Hound with them, and the ship pretty much crashes in the outer part of Hong Kong. And then what happens then? Bumblebee and Hound pretty much they pretty much destroy everything in their paths, destroy most of the CIA Transformers. Hound uses all his armory, including his dagger, and then he gets exhausted, and then Cade's like, hey, get off your ass, you need to save our planet. Yeah, Hound's is so funny. I'm not gonna lie, Hound's funny. And then Optimus says, we need a new army, so he goes in, and he acquires the Vector Shield and the Sword of Judgment, which Lockdown has in his ship, which was in Lockdown's ship, well, his secondary ship. He frees the Dinobots, specifically Grimlock, Scorn, Slug, and Strafe, and then Optimus battles Grimlock to get them under the control, which of course it ends with Optimus bitch slapping Grimlock in T-Rex mode, and Optimus rides Grimlock to Hong Kong, the city of Hong Kong, and with the other Dinobots and Autobots in pursuit. And then afterwards, pretty much, they meet up with the other Autobots and the humans. They destroy the remaining forces, and Bumblebee and Strafe together kill Stinger. Very awesome, very appropriate, since Bumblebee hated Stinger in the beginning and finished him off right at the end, which was awesome. I loved it. Because, I mean, he was meant to be the opposite of Bumblebee, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, so pretty much Bumblebee and Strafe kill Stinger, and then once they kill all the CIA Transformers, CIA Transformers, Optimus tells the Autobots to get the seed out of the city, and that Optimus was going to take on Lockdown himself. Then Cade decides to go and help. Tesla's a little bit upset about this, and Cade's like, look, if I don't make it, I love you, and that's the end of that, and they pretty much bugger off. He pretty much buggers off to go help Optimus. And then Lockdown exits his ship. He has a one-on-one fight with Optimus Prime, and then as Cade is helping out, Eidinger steps in, has Cade at gunpoint, and Optimus pretty much has Lockdown down at the moment, and pretty much Optimus just kills Eidinger by shooting him right in the chest, killing him instantly. Very cool. I loved it. It was awesome. But I think that obviously it's the first time Optimus has killed a human to save a human, so what the hell can you do? Heck, if it were in real life, I would have accepted it too. Serious question though, guys. Serious. Would you want to have that? I personally would. Anyways. So there's, and then Lockdown gets back up, has the upper hand, stabs the Sword of Judgment through Optimus Prime, and states, look, you saved the human, but you didn't save yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then Shane, Tessa, and Bumblebee intervene. Bumblebee manages to distract Lockdown before getting knocked out. And then Shane and Tessa find a tow truck. They attach the cable. They attach the hook to the stone wall structure and the handle of the sword. And pretty much, Cade distracts Lockdown enough so that Shane just pretty much just uses the tow truck to get the sword out of Optimus' chest, and then he just promptly stabs Lockdown through the chest from behind, and then just drives it up through his face and slices it in half through his upper body and pretty much kills Lockdown. That was pretty cool. That was awesome. And then Optimus sets off the grenade. Everything, the Pulse City in Hong Kong blows up, destroying the remaining CIA Transformers, including Junk Heap and Traxxas, and yeah. And pretty much this angers Galvatron, stating that this isn't over, and he pretty much leaves. At the end of the film, Optimus and the Autobots reunite. The humans reunite as well. Joshua promises Cade a new home. Joshua's assistant comes and congratulates him. The Dinobots pretty much go on their own tangent. Optimus states that the seed was created by these creators, whoever the hell they were. We'll probably find out in the next movie if there is, never know. And then Optimus pretty much flies off into space as a result of him saying that he has a price on his head or whatever. So he flies off into space, sending a message that he's coming for the creators. And yeah, that's the end of the movie. Overall, very great movie. Awesome. Film of the year. Without a doubt, best film of the year. Very awesome. And I know a lot of Michael Bay fans are going to say, oh, well, this so... Look, guys. It's Michael Bay. It's Michael freaking Bay. He's put so much work in it. It's awesome. It's so awesome. Anyways, guys, I can't say enough more about this. It's a great film. I'll probably talk a little bit more about the film in my future Age of Extinction reviews. Anyways, guys, that is my video review of the Transformers 4 Age of Extinction film. I will see you all very soon. I'll be back to discuss my next video, and stay tuned for more Transformers 4 Age of Extinction videos, reviews specifically on the remaining figures. So yeah, take care, see you soon, have a great day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye!